Welcome, Prowl Nation. Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk coming at you. Brought to you by the Lions Nation Unite. Herman Moore, 84. We're talking about why moving Penai Sewell to right tackle makes sense. We're also going to give you a big preview of the upcoming Bengals and Lions games, in-depth information, X factors, offense, defense, all that stuff coming at you. Pain train included today. But first, I'm going to kick it to my main man, the man of steel himself, Curt Steele.
What up, though? Welcome to the show, people. You know who we are. We are Detroit Lions on the Prowl. You're home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And we're on that march of 10,000. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? If you're on your computer, just move the mouse or the touchpad. Or if you're on your phone, just hit it with your thumb, baby. It's free. It's free. And if you need more free, it's free 99 and 53 cents. But before we get into all the action of the show, it's time to bring in the coolest man on the panel. The ladies love him. LL Cool Tones. What's up, my guy?
Good morning, and what's up, Proud Nation?
Hey, let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep.
Welcome back to the show, Prowl Nation. And right now we're going to get into the main topic of the thumbnail that you've seen when you clicked on this show. Where we're going to move Sewell to right tackle. Why does that make sense, Curt?
All right, so looking at Penai Sewell, he's young, he's big, and he's just a role grader. My thing is that we drafted him, first of all, to be the right tackle. It's not a secret in the building. Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, all these guys said, we're going to be moving you to right tackle. That's why we drafted you. But he is definitely good. He's a road grader in the run game. And that's usually predicated, most time on the right side of the offensive line. You put your road graders over there. Him paired up with Big V is a good combination in the run game. And he's still a little green in the passing game. So why would you stick the green rookie? Everybody say, he's a good left tackle. But you see what happened on Sunday. Man, now everybody try to call him a bust because he gave up a few sacks on Sunday. But he's a rookie. It happens. Garrison Griffin's a seasoned veteran pass rusher. He took him to school. He needs to be more seasoned before he makes that, quick jump to left tackle. And plus, like we said before, the guy didn't even play last year. I mean, really, he did not play a full season last season. He sat out for whatever reasons, and it just makes sense. They were grooming him to be a right tackle in camp, and then all of a sudden he had to switch back to left tackle because guess what? Taylor Decker got hurt. So Decker's coming back. You move him back to his natural position of left tackle, and you put Penai Sewell on the right side. And his size, the guy is 330 pounds. I mean, he's a beefy dude. You need that on your right side of your offensive line. I just think him paired next to Big V is a good combination on the right side of the line. It just makes sense to me. You get him seasoned, and then when Taylor Decker moves on, you put him at the left tackle, and he goes back to that kind of a natural position. But you put Taylor Decker back at his natural position at left tackle. That's why we drafted him. You got to think about it. When we drafted Taylor Decker, he was drafted as what? The left tackle, because we had Riley Reef was our left tackle. We clicked him over to the right side. The next year he left to go to goes elsewhere, go to the Vikings. And then we started that rotation of right tackle. And so now we got our good right tackle, Penai Sewell. We drafted him this year, and that's what we need to go with.
Yeah, some say he's not a natural right tackle. He did play it earlier in his career. He did practice it all this time. And it strengthens the offensive line because Taylor Decker is a really good left tackle. And if you go over and you put, and I think Penai Sewell is a generational talent. He just got the card to drink here. So he's just 21 years old, and he's locked up some premier pass rushers. Everson Griffin is absolutely seasoned, as Curt said. And I think it's also the thing where you take out Matt Nelson, you add Penai Sewell. I think that's an addition by subtraction. I do. You get Taylor Decker back. You can run between him and Jonah Jackson, and now you can run to the right side between Vaitai and Sewell. And I think that our run game should improve with all of this. I know you guys are going, oh, and to the moron that says that Penei Sewell's a bust. Have you watched this? I mean, have you watched him lock up Bosa? And no, I don't think so. But anyway, this is going to be a right move for now. I think it is a for now move. I think that at some point they switch. I think that there will be a right tackle spot for maybe Taylor Decker, maybe a couple of years, maybe a year from now. I don't know. We got to get Penei Sewell's season. One other thing is Vaitai has really taken Sewell under his wing. And I think that having them two paired together, as Curt said, is going to be great for them. What do you got, LL?
Definitely.
Yeah, just to comment on that point. It's it's like I don't want to say historic, but like the brotherhood of like American Samoan and Polynesian players. Mm-hmm. They usually, if they're on the same position, wherever, they're usually very helpful to the other guy. So perfect point with that. I'll just say this about Penei Sewell and Decker. I've been on the record saying, you might as well trade them if that's what it looks like should be done, things like that. But I think it was in our gold members meeting a few weeks ago. Was it Ferg who gave me who had brought up Jonathan Ogden? And y'all know I love the Ravens, and another like Ronnie Stanley too. The Ravens did like that. They brought him in at right. And then they eventually moved him over to left. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever it is, as long as the plan is to win. But just that, I'm okay with that. And of course, the trade ain't gonna happen no time soon because of the salary cap implications, right? So at least make what we have work for right now. Of course, Penei Sewell over Matt Nelson is an upgrade, even though Matt Nelson hasn't played like the worst that we've seen.
That's true.
He's been okay. And in the run game, he's played pretty tough. So, shout out to Matt Nelson for doing what he could in the position that that he was given. But shout out to Penei Sewell moving over to the right. I hope that Decker can elevate the left tackle play because he's used to that, and coming back he's going to be fresh and things like that. So yeah, let's let it work. I think that it will. Even though our offensive line has been playing really well this year, I think it'll solidify it even more.
I think one more thing with this, and I think that we underestimate Taylor Decker's experience factor and being able to go against the same people a lot of times. He's been against these pass rushers and things and kind of knows what they do, learns their techniques. Let's get Sewell over to the other side. He's not going to have pass rusher A most of the time being in that position. So it gives him a chance to learn. I do like the fact that he was at left tackle and he got to learn, and he got kind of beat last week. And hey, that's good for him. He needs that experience. Definitely. But I think our run game is going to be much more solid with this lineup.
Yeah, I think Penei Sewell will definitely help set the edge better than Matt Nelson out there on the perimeter and the run game. I think that will definitely be an improvement in the run game. And
one thing, hopefully, I know we've all been asking, where's Hop? Mm-hmm. Hopefully now, because he's been on the right side, next to Nelson. So I don't, not saying that he has been primarily blocking, but now that we will have a better blocker over there, maybe it won't be so imperative to keep him tight to the line. Maybe we can start getting him in the slot some and getting him loose.
That's true too.
That is an excellent.
Very good point.
You know what I'm saying? That what though? He ain't always the coolest, man. What I'm saying? Sometimes make some good points too. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. If you like the video, share the video, comment on the video. We know what you need to do, man. But before you do that, fellas, if you want to take care of your man bits, your manly bits down there, go over to manscaped.com. Use the code DLOTP and get yourself some tools for your family jewels right there on manscaped.com. The code DLOTP will get you 20% off and free worldwide shipping. So manscaped.com, go and check it out, man. Hey, the ladies like it as well. I'll tell you. But now it's time for the family discussion topic for today. Jim, what you got?
I want to ask you guys, we think it's a good move, but what do you think? Do you think moving Penei Sewell to the right tackle spot is the right move? So that's what the family discussion topic for today. And how you can answer that question is answer it in the comments below this video. And you have a chance to be one of 6 people that gets the comments read on the comment cards portion of the show.
Yeah, definitely, man. Now it's time for the game preview. Hey, man, we got Bengals, Lions, Ford Field, 1 o'clock on Sunday. Jim, you got the defense. What we got for Aaron Glenn's group this week?
Oh, I'm telling you, there's some opportunity. I was looking over the Bengals, and Joe Burrow is really, really good, but he got sacked 14 times so far this year, and he's given up 6 interceptions. I think pressure. It's worked for us in the past. He's a very good quarterback. I'm not saying that. You know, he's 104 for 145. His completion percentage is 71.7. That is really, really good. He's already got 1,269 yards. But the way that they're vulnerable in this is pressure on the quarterback. But they have a really good run game with Joe Mixon. He is on the injury report. Spoiler alert for the Pain Train. But he's good too. He's averaging 4.2 yards a carry. We have to shut him down. He has not put the ball on the ground this year. So that it's going to be a challenge for the Lions on their offensive side of the ball. When preseason, Jamar Chase didn't look very good, but regular season, this has changed around just a little bit. No, I'm just kidding.
A little bit.
Just a little. He has 5 touchdowns so far, 456 yards, 23 receptions out of 35 targets, and his average is 19.8 yards a reception. So what's going on with him is he's intermediate to deep. That is their guy, and he's going to toss it up to him. Our corners are really going to have to play well, and we have another thing on the injury report, and I'm not going to say it till we get there, but yeah, that could be a problem for us. I think the big fellas up front are going to really have an impact in this game. I think Aleem McNeil and John Penasini and those big fellas up front need to stop the run, and they need to get into the backfield and get pressure. We really need that to happen in this game. We need to send some blitzes. I like our safety blitz for this game as well, even in the run game, because Joe Mixon's no joke, dudes. He really isn't. And also Joe Burrow's no joke. It's going to be a task, but you know what? Dan Campbell says he has a plan, and I'm going to try to trust that that's going to actually work this week.
Yeah, I think defensively they can be got. They've been playing pretty well, but
they give up a lot of yards and points too. So
yeah, and Zach Taylor's offense. I did some looking around. Like it's they're questioning him. They're questioning his aggressiveness. They don't think that the offense has been performing up to their capability. So I'm hoping that this ain't one of them, recalibration games that we've been drawing this season so far. After everybody's bad loss, they come play us, and they had they didn't. Their offense, only put up was like 22 points or something last week, and they had all the missed field goals. So they might be looking to come out and, try to make an example out of us. But I think in that we can catch them too. Defensively, like you just said, our front against their front should be very important. I've seen that we do have a couple of injuries. I do like Trey Flowers. In this, if he end up playing and our other guys against the front, just because Joe Burrow has been getting some pressure. He's been chased around. He's been the thing is to move him outside the pocket. But when he does move, he usually finds Jamar Chase. So I think there is some shots we'll be able to take defensively, and we should be able to take advantage of some things.
Yeah. With the defensive side of the ball, looking at this, like Jim said, pressure. Use that back 7 to create pressure as well. Safety blitzes, bringing an extra linebacker in. When we have our 3 linebackers in, we have Germ, as Dan Campbell so affectionately calls him, Jay Reeves Maven and Barnes, and then Anzalone, and all that at the same time. That gives an extra look, and you don't know who's coming. You can blitz any one of those guys out of that set when you have all 3 of them in the lineup. So, I mean, that's my thing. Get Joe Burrow off of his spot, and you have to cover and blanket Jamar Chase. He's that deep to intermediate threat, so you have to take that away. And it's just going to be imperative that we kind of stick to him. We don't want another Justin Jefferson type of performance that we had last
Or
week. So
Alexander Madison performance, because P Ryan, Mixon is hurt, or he was hurt last week, but P Ryan stepped in for him last week. So hopefully,
P Ryan,
hopefully he won't step in and have a career best against him.
Yeah, so you look at that, you got that Sooner Boomer backfield back there. They moved to Cincinnati, so you look at that. You got to keep those guys in check, like stop the run and pressure the quarterback. And they're a young team just like us. They just had some early season success. I don't know who they're playing. Their schedule wasn't as tough as ours coming out of the gate, so we can go out there and make some waves on the defensive side of the ball going forward. I just like our defensive matchup. If we can be healthy and get the guys that maybe nicked up a little bit and get them on the field and get them ready to go by Sunday, we should be good to go. Hey, if you like this content, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Hey, click the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We need that march to 10,000, baby. So come on, get on the bus, Gus, get on the plane, Wayne, and it's all going to help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself, because we do this for y'all, for the fans. Hey, if you want to check out some more content from us, go over to Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. Matthew Ferguson does a great job writing some articles over there, and we just have more content for you right there on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. And while you're there, click on the link for lionsontheprowlshop.com. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear. You see Jim's Lions on the Prowl family shirt behind you, and then we have the Prowl Nation shirts. We got the What Up Though, and we got more content and more products coming to you over there on Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com and lionsontheprowlshop.com. Now it's time to flip the script, baby, and go over to the offensive side of the ball. My man, you know who he is. I just got to chill in the air. Woo. LL, what you got, my dude?
All right. Well, our offensive outlook against the Cincinnati Bengals defense this coming week. I think there's a lot of things that we could, take advantage of. Third down is going to be very, very, very important against this team. They're actually giving up some tough third downs, and we have gotten some tough third downs. We just got to, I guess, keep up with the offensive aggressiveness in those situations. Their defense has been playing. They've been playing well. They have some injuries in the secondary, so hopefully some of our young guys can get loose. I'm not going to expect much of Hawkinson this week, so he'll probably have a great game. But here's where I think we can actually get them. They don't necessarily stop the run that well. Like, they're not a dominant run-stopping team. So I think if we could get into that, just, pound them with the run and play action. Of course, with all of that, on the play action, we got to hit our targets with Jared Goff and things like that. And this is both sides of it. If we could keep it close, I like our chances with their kickers. So if we leave them to kick some kind of a career best, maybe we don't lose that way this time. But I think their defense is giving up a bunch of first downs. Like I said, especially on third down, they can't be got. Like, they're giving up a third down efficiency of over 42%. So I don't think that's really that good. And I think we could really take advantage of that. So that's why I really say third down for us will be super duper important against this team.
I got some players to watch on this team too. Trey Hendrickson has 4.5 sacks, and he also has a forced fumble. So we got to watch for him at the defensive end position. And also one of their corners is Logan Wilson. He has 3 interceptions so far this year and 3 pass defenses. So, he's and a tackle for loss and a sack. We got to watch him. And you know what? There's players on this team. I'm telling you that Logan Wilson's a linebacker, not even a corner. So we have to watch their linebacking core. They're pretty. That guy's pretty good. And so what do you got, Curt?
Looking at the offensive side of the ball for us, you just look at this, stay aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Stay ahead of the chains.
Yes.
And one of the things, you're just going to have to call a good balanced game versus these guys. We can attack them in the run game, play action pass, and you have to, we've said this enough about Jared Goff, so I'm not going to really, beat him into the ground, but dude, you have to get off your first read if it's not there, because you're going to have opportunities to throw the ball down the field against this defense. They have some injuries in their secondary. You look at what Aaron Rodgers did, and against them last week. My man was it Devontae Adams ate like a champ last week. So you have the opportunity to attack them in the pass game. So you need to go ahead and do that along with a good balance run attack. So if we stay aggressive, stay ahead of the chains, and stay with a good balanced play calling, we can definitely take advantage of this defense versus the Bengals. Not saying they don't have good players, because they do. I mean, they're in the NFL for a reason, right? So, but they can be taken advantage of, and we can exploit some of the matchups. So, especially if we can get Jared Goff off of his first read.
Main thing, like I said, just run it, man. Their interior defense ain't been all up to snuff. They're averaging, they're giving up about 100 yards a game and a few rushing attempts. So I think we can beat that thing. We can really take it to this thing.
We get that Swifty and Swaggy show going, man. You know what it
Absolutely
is, man. Hey, if you like this content, like the video, share the video, comment on the video. And if you haven't done so and you want to get yourself some Lions gear, go over to fanatics.com. I'm rocking the Salute to Service. My man Jim is rocking that Derek Barnes. I got all my Salute to Service gear on. It's that time of the year where, November, we have Veterans Day coming up. So, but the Salute to Service gear, if you go over there and click that link in the description, fanatics.com, you're going to help us grow this content on this channel, because a portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow this channel. However, if you buy the Salute to Service gear, all of the proceeds go to veteran organizations like Wounded Warrior and things of that nature. So go over there and check it out on fanatics.com, or get yourself some Crucial Catch gear, and that is for cancer awareness. And they have that going on over there at Fanatics right now. So fanatics.com, go over there and check it out. Now it's time for X Factors, baby. It's time to see who is going to be the X Factor for our Detroit Lions coming up in the game on Sunday. I'm gonna start on defense first this time, because he's been playing pretty well, and if he continues his excellent play, I think he can be a big part of the Detroit win on Sunday. Tracy Walker, second highest rated safety in the league right now. If he continues his excellent play, especially around the line of scrimmage, and he can help negate some of Joe Mixon during this game, this will be a really good thing going forward for the Detroit Lions. So he's my X factor on the defensive side of the ball. On the offensive side of the ball, X factor got to be the Swifty and Swaggy show. We have to get these guys going.
Yeah.
We have to control the ball, either be it runs or passes out of the backfield. Those guys can set the tone for the offense and keep the ball in our hands, and keep players like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase on the sidelines. I've been preaching this all year. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense. So the Swifty and Swaggy show, if we get those guys going, stay with the hot hand, stay with Jamal Williams if he's crushing it up in the inside. And then if we have Penai Sewell going back out on the perimeter on the right side, we can attack the perimeter with DeAndre Swift on that right side as well. So those are my X factors, the Swifty and Swaggy show on offense, and my man Tracy Walker on defense. Fellas, who is your X factors for this game on Sunday?
I got on defense. I got Charles Harris. I think he showed up and showed out, and I think we need a lot of pressure from our edge and from our defensive end positions. And I think Charles Harris has really been a beast over this season. And let's see him turn it up and get some sacks and get some pressure on Joe Burrow. On offense, for me, it's got to be the offensive line. We don't know what iteration it's going to be, because we really don't know if Taylor Decker is going to be back this week or not. Mm-hmm. If Taylor Decker is back, it is a shuffling of the offensive line, and we'll have to see how the chemistry works out with that. But so far, it's been plug and play. Put a new guy in there, and it just seems to keep performing. But if we have that really good offensive line, we should be able to move the ball in the run game.
Yeah. My X factor on offense, I'm going to go with Kadero Hodge. I think since Big Play Cephas is out for the rest of the year, and he kind of like looked for him a little bit, at least on that 2-point conversion. So he's a little bit bigger than Cephas. He's a little bit faster than Cephas. So just knowing golf that he likes to latch on to a guy. Hope, maybe he'll latch on him because I think he's a good, useful target that you can look for. Defensively, our X factors, I'm going to say is whenever we go to that 3 middle linebacker set with Germ and Barnes and Anzalone, I'm looking forward to that I don't want to say control their run game, but keep it in control. I just don't want Samaje Perine to have a career best game against us. That's all. Like stand up, stand on it. Don't let them do it. Just, hopefully watch this video, hear me talking like this and say, man, we ain't going to let them do it, man. So, but those are my X factors.
One more guy that I don't know if he's coming back this week, but Terrell Williams might be able to come back from IR. I don't know if he's going to come back, but it's a possibility. Yeah. He's back at practice from what I heard. So,
I don't think so just yet. I think Dan Campbell, he walked him back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
His comments, he walked back Terrell Williams right now for a little bit, but I think that I would say probably after the bye he'll be back for that second part of the season.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're just taking time with him just because they don't want that their brains is a serious thing. So he's trending up, but I don't think he's trending up that far just yet. You know what though? We're talking about injuries, you know what I'm saying? But before we get to that, big injuries, let's go ahead and make sure you go over to Lions Nation Unite. If you haven't been over there, I don't know what you're waiting on, baby. It's the ultimate hangout for Detroit Lions fans. It's virtual. You can hang out with people from all over the globe. Lions fans from the UK over there, from Germany, and you just get the Lions fans from all over the country, West Coast, East Coast. Of course, we got the Detroit area and Michigan as well. And then you run up on Herman Moore, Lomas Brown. We got Chrissy over there, but you know who you got over there? Content creators like who? Like Detroit Lions in the Progress. We over there too, hanging out, posting content. You know what I'm saying? Val putting up some good articles over there. And, just our whole team's over there hanging out. So if you want to hang out with us, other than right here on Detroit Lions in the Prowl, go over to Lions Nation Unite and, check in with us over there on that app. It's a great time over there. And we got more content from all of us are going to be over there on that app. So stay tuned to what's going on Lions Nation Unite. Like I said, it's the ultimate virtual hangout for Detroit Lions fans. But now it's time to get on that thing, baby. The choo-choo. It's the pain train. You know what it is, man. Let's look at these injuries. I got the Detroit Lions. We got TJ Hawkinson was out of practice on Wednesday with that knee, kind of still giving him a little bit of problem. We got AO, Amade Warrior. He's out with the hip. He did not practice yesterday as well. We got Corey Ballantyne. It was Valentine's Day. Well, it wasn't on the field yesterday because he was out with a hamstring injury. So Valentine's Day was canceled yesterday because he was out with an injury with his hamstring. We got Trey Flowers. Man, he got a little bit of knee problems going on, but I think we just kind of set him down so we make sure he's fresh for Sunday. So he didn't practice yesterday as well. Going with Jonah Jackson. You know what I'm saying, out of Ohio State. That shoulder gave that fella a problem yesterday. He was limited in practice. And then the Swifty and Swaggy show were both limited yesterday. Swifty with a groin injury. We've been keeping him kind of limited all season long with that injury. And he likes hip hop, so his hip was hurting yesterday. Jamal, that was limited with a hip injury. So those are the Lions players on the pain train. Jim, you got the Bengals. What you got, my guy?
Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals are relatively healthy, I would think. Trey Hopkins, center, he has a knee injury. He did not practice. Darius Phillips, their cornerback, he's got an illness and didn't practice. He could probably be back unless, it's COVID or something, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
Joe Mixon, running back, ankle, limited practice, but Joe Mixon will be in the mix this week. I'm absolutely sure of that. Deontay Smith is a guard, his knee, limited practice. Quinton Payne has some personal pain and he's limited in practice. Mike Thomas, wide receiver, ankle injury, limited in practice. I think they'll all full go. And Joe Burrow with that throat injury is a full practice. Expect to see him on Sunday.
That's one of the things that I think that we may be able to take advantage of as well. Because I did read up on that, and they said they have him on vocal arrest or something like that to try to keep him with his voice down. So Detroit the Ford Field get pretty loud. So let's Yeah, that might be a problem.
Laryngitis.
Let's get fans, when you go to the stadium this week, get that noise up.
Yeah,
because if he can't communicate, he's going to have to use hand signals and stuff. It'll take him a lot longer to get that play into everybody. And there might be some confusion. One thing about the Lions injury report, Jonah Jackson troubles me again because it's another offensive lineman with an injury. Our offensive line, that injury bug is just killing us. It really is this season. So let's hope that he's going to be okay. And then the big one for me is Oruwariye. He is no practice with a hip. That is not a good sign for us. He is right now our number one corner, and this could be really troublesome for Sunday for me.
Hey, he was trying to flee. Maybe he got too excited flipping his hip versus Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, maybe. You flipped it right out of place.
Yeah, flipped it right out of place. Maybe we can flip it back for the game on Sunday. Man, now it's time for us to do what, Jim?
Zip our lip. And let's go to the comment cards.
Let's go, baby.
All right. I got Bill Kowski. I hope I'm saying that right. We got a solid coaching staff with a major lack of talent. And the injuries don't help either. Although I think Anthony Lynn may be the only weak spot on the staff at this point. Maybe, but I mean, there's a lot of injuries too that he has to deal with, and limiting and making sure DeAndre Swift and Swaggy are both okay. They both are nursing injuries. The offensive line has been switched up all season long. The injuries to the wide receiver position as well, having to keep TJ in as a blocker has really hurt us. There's a lot of things this year that's limited him in what he can call. So I'm not going to go there yet. I know there are calls that I don't like, of course, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it all ends up at the end of the year. The offense has really struggled this year in the passing game, sprinkling Goff's turnovers. Yeah. Yikes. I get that too. We can run it, but it always seem to
have to ball on just because we're behind.
Bail on it. I was reading ball. That's why I was having such a hard time with that. We can run it, but we always seem to bail on it. Yeah, because we're behind. And I don't think we should. Can't wait to have the lead in the fourth quarter so we can run the clock. When's the last time you could say the Lions could do that? Now that's true. Man, we've had so many times when we've been up in the 4-minute situation, but just couldn't run the ball and had to turn it over and lose the game. That's a huge, big point. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mike and Chris G says the Sewell is a bus crowd are the ones that wanted to draft Fields. Build it right inside, outside. I agree.
Definitely. All right, we got Alan Lawrence, double first names. All right, give it time. It's a rebuild. Even with all the injuries, the defense has improved. I'd say that. Even with the gut punch losses. I'd rather watch this team than any under Fatty P.
Ooh, good point.
Oh, okay. I feel you, Alan. I'm picking up what you're putting down, my guy.
Yeah, I agree. Our friend of the show, Sage Roberts, says we are currently living MCDC's first speech. Year 1, knock us down. Year 2, we're going to get back up and bite both kneecaps. Year 3, we're going to be the last man standing. I like that, Sage Roberts. I like it.
Me too. I actually agree with that too. Nick Burke, this is funny. And I read this before. I didn't be able to respond to it, so I will now. Good show. Jim, you cracked me up. We signed a speedy cornerback and Mark Gilbert, who ran a 4.4840. Unlike or draft pick Okudah, I look up Okudah's 40 time and it's 4.48, the exact same thing. I'm going to tell you something on this, and you're absolutely right. Got me 100%. I own it. And the last couple of days it's been, and you'll know, the guys know this, I haven't been doing real well, feeling good and all this stuff. So there are some parts of the show that I would really like to take back from the next 2 days. And that's one of them. So I'm just telling you straight up. Yep, I own it. Exactly the same. LO, you can't make this stuff up. I do agree with your take on the benefit of injuries and finding out what we have. This year is working out perfectly. Yeah, it would be nice to see a win and not so many injuries, but I think it's going to work out and be a blessing. I agree with that. We get to see the foundation for the next house is made of. Oh, I like that. We are seeing young players and what they're made of. They have fight and grit. The next crop of draft picks will follow. Then the team truly taking on the city identity. I totally agree with that. Nice catch. Thank you very much. And that's why we love you guys in the chat.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we got a friend of the show, and he's also one of the members of, he's standing member of our Free for All Fridays. Smoking Jeremy B. Jeremy Barrick says, report came out in the USA Today that Cephas will be back in 4 to 6 weeks and not the whole season. I hope they got that sources right in USA Today. So, they do a pretty good job.
If it's a clean break, it only takes 4 to 6 weeks to heal.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get him back in 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, I would like that. They just need to put
definitely
titanium over his entire body, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah, man. But I like Cephas. I thought he would have a good season. I just thought that he would step up. Like I say, he was our most tenured wide receiver and only played 1 year. So I just hope speedy recovery for all of our injured players. But if we can get Cephas back, that will help going down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, because also it gives him more experience, and we need him to have that experience, because I think he could. I think he could be a really good big slot corner. I actually think he could play really well on the outside because he has. But I think we're going to upgrade our wide receiver talent, and so we'll see how that all works out. Because I do like Amon-Ra St. Brown as well in that slot. Yeah. But you know definitely. What? We've talked about what you had to say. We brought to you the main course and all these other things. But now it's my favorite time of the show. It's the dessert with my man Curt.
All right, Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites Cookies, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. The football special is going on. You get 4 logos, 4 helmets, and 4 footballs for $35. Now, if you don't want to go over to Facebook.com, you can contact Delightful Bites at Delightful Bites, one altogether, 18. So Delightful Bites 18 at gmail.com. If you're not on Facebook, you can go to Delightful Bites 18 at gmail.com. Contact the company and order some cookies that way. So I know we've had some people who wanted to order different ways besides Facebook. What you got, Jim?
I will have that in the description when this show airs. So it should be in the description. The email to order your Delightful Bites cookies will be in the description. So just look for that.
All right. So in this real quick today, I got probably one of the biggest things, the biggest quick joys of my life yesterday on Twitter. My man, Calvin Johnson, the Hall of Famer. He said, "Hey, what's good, Twitter?" I hit him with the "what up, though?" And he gave me a like back. Man, you know how good it feels to have a Hall of Famer like your tweet. I ain't got that many Twitter followers. I'm good. I'm in the 600s or something like that. So, hey, to have him reach out and, just to say, what's going on Twitter, and I say, "what up, though?" and he like that. Hey, man, I appreciate that, Calvin, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a like he talked to me directly, but just for him to like a tweet of mine or like a reply, man, that shows how down to earth he is, and then how much he loves. I mean, look at it. If you watch his football life over there on NFL Network, he read his letter to Lions fans, and he really, loves us. The Lions fan. He always says that, the one pride of the Lions fans is one of the things that keeps him in Detroit and Michigan. He's like, he always loves the fans. So, and for that, I am grateful, man. Thanks, Calvin, for liking my "what up, though," and I appreciate that, man. That's your real quick, definitely dessert with your man Curt, brought you by Delightful Bites, man. That made my day yesterday, man, to have Calvin Johnson like something I put on Twitter.
Ask him to send us some of that primitive cannabis.
Yeah, you guys can get it up there. I can't. I'm in North Carolina. That. Then,
well, you kind of has that. Well, you have the stroke now, though. That's what we're saying.
That Bible Belt area. Yeah. So we'll see. But hey, that's your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on.
Final thoughts for today in this day's show. I'm back, guys. I've had a couple of bad days here. There's some health issues going on. Just wanted to let you guys know everything's fine. I'm not going to die or be off the show or something like that. But yeah, it's been some rough sledding the last couple of days, and maybe you've seen that. But I'm back better than ever. And tomorrow is Free for All Friday, everybody. You never know who's going to show up. Come on and have a party with us Lions fans. It hasn't been a great season, but we have a lot of fun over there. So if you want to come by, just come by. Friday Free for All tomorrow, 11 a.m. We will be live tomorrow. So yeah, get your comments ready, your questions ready. Save those questions for the end of the show, and we will get to your questions and answer some of those as we go and take on some topics with a lot of other Lions fans on a pretty great panel. So anyway, that's my final thoughts for today.
My final thoughts on this Thursday going into the big game versus the Bengals on this Sunday. I just want to say, thank you, Jim, for everything that you do. You got to understand, man, a lot of pressure build diamonds, man. And you're just in the process of building that great big old diamond. So thank you for everything that, you've done, at least for me and for the rest of the show. I know Curt feels the same way. But the overline message for everything here is let's go out there and whoop these Bengals, man. Let's do what we got to do. This is a game that we can win. I didn't say that every single game this year, but it's been true. It's every game that we done played, we had a shot to win. So let's actually land that shot this week. Let's whatever you got to do. If you really feel like letting it be stressful, letting it come down to a kicker, do that, because I got faith that that kicker ain't gonna make it. So let's go out there and beat them Bengals.
Let's just injure their kicker early, and then we won't have to worry about it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, maybe they're best kickers on our team. Seibert's Austin Seibert's on our team now, so maybe we can do that. Maybe we can win the field goal game. All right. My final thoughts for today is my super draft game is definitely not up. It's in the link in the description below. Shout out to the people who played last week. Caught me caught slipping. I didn't change out Dalvin Cook, and I took the L last week. So congratulations to I'll tell you who his name is. It is crazy Carl D. So he won last week. So shout out to him. But new week, new lineups. It's a different lineup every week. So go over to Super Draft. The link's in the description. You can go one-on-one, or you can go heads up against your man Curt Steele right there in Super Draft Daily Fantasy Football. It's just a good fun over there. And it's it's still free and free 99, free and 50 free cent. But if you want to pay some money, you can go over there and play some betting games as well. So go over to superdraft.com and check it out. It's definitely a good experience over there, and it's not like your usual fantasy game. So go over there and definitely check out superdraft.com and link it in the description. You can play your man Curt Steele and fantasy football. And one more thing, we the guys who can beat those Bengals this week. All right, let's walk over to the Wall of Fame to see who's on that thing today. Definitely, we got bronze members. We got Detroit Drew, Midwest Lion, the Latino Leo, Brian Stover, Bo Gagrius, Justin. Man, we got to crack one open. 10K, Sage Roberts, Zub Z, Trap City Boys Entertainment, Crystal Wiley, Bubba Bo, Art Allen. You know who it is, the Flintstone. What I say, boy, yabba dabba do. Jim Bo G is in the building. We got David Anderson, and he knows everything because he wears the crown because he's the everything king. He rounds out our bronze members. Silver members, we have Nomus J, Jason Portis, Cap Ice Cold. Boy, I'll be seeing you over there chilling in the Lions Unite app. The Bat Signals in the Sky. For who? The Batman of the 313 is in the building, coming to say today. We need you to say the season for us, baby. John Martin. We have Mr. Scotty the Bear. Baguettes and all that. The Frenchman. And then we have Go Lions. Now, Gold members, we have usually Mr. Reliable, who wasn't there yesterday, Michael Huck, Just in the D, Pride 74, Doug Prince 72, Michael Huck, we know you had to do something, baby. We got the always inspirational Turner C. Burley, Dominic Davis, Larry McQuiston. The F5 is in the building because the tornado is blowing through. We got Bob Korowski, Big Ferg, Matthew Ferguson's in the house. Go over there and check out those articles on Detroit LionsTPenai.com. Randall Flag 606, Miles Gibbs, the Gridiron Blitz. Man, you know who he is. Mr. Rough and Raw himself. North End Ken. Stay safe on those roadways, my brother. And the doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always
Always in.
and to become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button in the description or the Detroit Lions and the Prowl logo at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, this has been a wonderful show, guys, and really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching, and we're going to send it to Curt for today's end of the show.
All right, so I have a motivational message for the Detroit Lions. Okay, consistency and persistence are two main things that build a strong team, and we're lucky to have a team of greats to be great. And those things are going to be fruition, are going to get you through because you have some great effort and some great coaches by some great people out there in Detroit. It just hasn't shown in the win column yet, but it's coming. And you have that consistency and persistence, and all those things will come to pass, and we will be a successful team in Detroit. So, hey, it's Thursday. Man, we just previewed the game. We had some good times on here, and whatever you're eating, it's time to go ahead and pack up that lunchbox. Wow, off your mouth, finish that drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you know what you got to do for your boy Curt Steele. You got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Jim, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.